Hey, what's going on? T Speaks here. Listen, family, I just wanted to just get on real quick because I noticed there are a lot of people who are actually sad and moving around, kind of feeling as if life is over for them, life is down, dropping, and kind of really just looking as if the life has been sucked out of them. I mean, I understand that things aren't quite like you'd want them to be. That if you got down with a pen and piece of paper and you drew out and you wrote out what you wanted your life to be at this particular juncture, that maybe you're not quite there yet. But there is something you can always be grateful for. I mean, whether or not you are there right now is almost insignificant as much as you having the right frame of mind. Changing your perspective about something can be the same thing as just getting there already. Your body oftentimes is the last thing to get to and arrive at a place. It's your mind, first of all, that will either trap you or free you. Today, I noticed that right now we're in November, close to the end of the year. Many of you may have written out resolutions, and maybe some you feel as if you look back over the year and you go, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So you become sad and withdrawn, and you're kind of just going to just wave off the rest of the year, the last 8 weeks of the year, and just say, oh, well, I'll aim for 19. No. That's not what you should do. What you ought to do is say, okay, I didn't start it, but I can finish strong. I can right now get busy on my list, and you never know. With you taking one step, it often will lead to two. Doors will begin to open when you really pose an effort to go through them. But many times we defeat ourselves. We say to ourselves, I can't do it. It won't happen for me. It didn't last time, so why would it happen this time? So we just stop ourselves right in our tracks and we never even get up. You'll never run the race if you don't lace up your shoes. And before you can lace your shoes up, you have to actually get your shoes. You've got to put them on. And I'll tell you this, so many people are waiting for someone to come and go, hey, you can do it. Hey, let's go. Hey, get started. And if those people that you're waiting for are out there doing their own thing, they may not be coming for you, but that doesn't mean you can't be there for yourself. As a matter of fact, be your own cheerleader, because when all the cheering from everyone external stops, at least you'll have one person you can count on to still be there for you and get you over the hard places. Now, I'm not saying life is easy, because definitely it is difficult. I know so many people right now who are going through different sicknesses, different issues, be it financial, economical, be it where they're living, be it stage 3 or stage 4 cancer. Yes, there are people that are fighting real fights and real battles. But it doesn't mean that just because they're fighting, they're going to lose. Your diagnosis can absolutely be reversed later on this evening. It doesn't even have to be tomorrow. But let's just say right now, today, your doctor walks into your room, for those that are battling the illness, and says, hey, we have this trial drug. If you give your approval on it, we can start you on it tonight. And maybe it might take effect and reduce the tumor or bring down your pressure or whatever you're battling. If you never say, okay, you'll oftentimes never know what the outcome can be. Tomorrow could be the start on your road to healing. But you've got to see today as a day at least of promise still. No matter what you are going through, as long as you have breath in your body, you can change, you can make it what you want it to be. It doesn't have to be the end. Let us be grateful for what we have. Okay, sure, you may not have that 5-bedroom house with the nice picket fence, the 2.5 kids, and the one dog, the Labrador that comes back and brings you his bone. You may not have that, but if you have a roof over your head, 2 bedrooms, you can use one of those bedrooms to get online and start to look and see, at least envision where you want to be, where the 5-bedroom is going to be. And maybe sit quietly in one of those rooms and devise different strategies on how do you make the transition from 2 to 5. Where do you go? What I'm trying to get you to see is you have got to start somewhere if you're ever going to finish. But most people will not even get in the race. Most people are waiting for someone to come and hand them everything. That's not the way it works, because get this, if they hand it to you, they can also take it from you. And the last thing you want is to get almost to where you want to be. And someone goes, hey, you owe me your success. You didn't do this on your own. You didn't do this at all. I gave it to you and I want it back. So why don't you be grateful for what you have? You may not have 3 commas in your bank account. You may not have 2. But if you have one bank account, understand there's a possibility it can grow. If you have $1, it's a possibility that you can add to. It's better than having no dollars. It's better than having, listen, some people are walking around with no accounts at all, no bank account, which says automatically you won't be getting any type of car loan because they want automatically that payment to come right out of your bank. They want you to pay it. So many things you'll be hindered from having without a bank account. So you're at least a little bit further down the road than you could be. I'm just trying to get you to understand it's definitely not as bad as you may perceive it to be, and you can still win. Just give it all you've got. Fight. I'm going to get back on and make sure that I continue to encourage you to fight. Fight past your pain. Fight past your weariness. Fight past the obstacles. Fight past the pitfalls. Fight past the people who are opposing you. And you're always going to have those, and that's a clear indication that you're headed somewhere good. I'm T Speaks, family, and I'll see you soon. But remember, whatever you do, make sure you fight. Make sure you fight, because you can win.